Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I...
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses which could have been avoided. Had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of... Were these your orders?
No. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not the Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. We live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren aren't, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his lord provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for you. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you, please.
I thank you for your... If you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying will do what we... As first shield to the Phoenix. I am sure you understand.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone to...
Since we brought everyone to... All is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too, just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil. Because of how he stopped all the grown-ups.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the...
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their and they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a league of... and they grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can... The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Our best hope is to nip by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to... Perhaps a certain Lord Under...
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the Desert Gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a... Lord and a mayor?
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalimil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem a sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find...
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver, just out there across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Those ne'er-do-wells, man.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid. Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's saying that Lubor...
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him, and without a crystal...
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one...
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that... well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried,
But we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their mind, we need to do something. And quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
You deserve a rest. I'll need to deal with these ones first.
It's over.
How to find this spherical echo? This is it.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
You all along that he was...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but...
I've seen your face...
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency?
I'm sorry, my lord, but he...
So what do you propose?
Perhaps. And they will thank you not...
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I...
Nor I.
You never know.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
I assumed...
There's still hope.
But perhaps...
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense into them in the end.
No. And your efforts would be better spent.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. To yourself be true. That was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with it. But I do not doubt that she was always true to us, and so must I be. And now, I know I must embrace my new role of villain, so that for only united can they hope to stand. I'll need to make a...
Don't go, Lubor. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the...
How could it possibly be for the... The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to...
I would not take it, Vic.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and the... I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, but where are my manners? Right then.
If there's anything I can do.
I'll... There.
The bastard's been lying to me. Can you believe we were going to make
I think we'd better shut up.
Sounds like something's happening in the square.
Are you looking for something in particular? My thanks. Here you are. My thanks. Fare you well.
Well met. You've a discerning eye.
What's happened?
The guards at the gate.
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased to know...
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has... I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge You couldn't do me a quick favor, could...
What is it this time?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to find out exactly how much far...
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Don't blame yourself, El.
I know, but...
No buts about it.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message. The talks with the I've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium, though prices have fallen of late. We deliberate, but the Consortium offered double.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all.
Elle? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't...
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone?
Are you offering to be... How kind. Meet me at the... You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will... Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any...
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like we're meeting the Silver Peak Consortium. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said she means to stay with us then.
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar. Then, I'd better not keep Eloise waiting. What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us. When are they gonna let us through?
Good girl.
Faster!
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently put. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in... It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting... And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply nodding. But what is done is done. Come then. How much...
Alas, you are too late yet. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise, but the bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across... A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different. They pay good money for bearers, not fit for the knacker's yard.
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already... And with it, my interest in joining your organization...
My associates will be...
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to...
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about... I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something. They deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under a pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but they need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just...
Hold on, Theo. Good girl.
Yeah!
That'll do, girl. Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village.
We just have to pray he makes it...
I can do better than that. Where are you, Theo? Damn it. Theo, this do, Nick. These creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Too slow. Theodore, you had me worried for... get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds. just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can, whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his...
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want with...
He wants to transform a foundation upon which to build it. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants. With promise...
He would rob the populace.
Believe me. I have used every means of...
What does Captain Philippe make of it? When the town was under attack, it was him...
How? By a man whose stated aim is to... The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help... No. Any attempt to incite given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the... For your services to Northreach? You have the respect of... And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well?
I'll see what I can...
Thank you.
Tell me then. In the garrison?
Overseeing the troop.
All right. I may have met this duke before. Or at the remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You got some business with the
No, actually. I was hoping I might be able to...
We're under orders not to let any civilians, but you should be all right.
Is it? Wait here.
So, you are the sellsword, and I shall see it. Tell me, is it...
Neither, Your Eminence.
You are worried the expanded... Yet you needn't be. A proud pride of place, in fact. For too long has the... But no more. For it is they who shall see the...
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the... Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme. The Empire wants for a capital... with Caer Norvent as her citadel. We need only build a wall around both to create a city that... Plans are already underway. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town.
The people will do as... If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, one whose authority is That is why this levy is so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive... You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your...
Sabine, we have...
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens...
Without an empire, there are.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in...
I'll come back later. The citizens' I wonder what the people really think of It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall. I've been hearing a lot of talk about it.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns... And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in...
As far as I'm concerned, she just need his eminence to sod off.
All right there.
Just your opinion. I wondered what you thought of...
Not much. None of us trade. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. And now he's trying to drive us out completely. Threatening to take everything we got. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town.
I heard the dame got an icon to rid the meadows.
A question. What do you think of the Duke of Orem?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for something. If he thinks his name and his chain will do whatever it takes to... Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Those things I said before about not being able to fight.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing...
Well, I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws put on them. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of making... And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to...
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their purpose. I just hope they don't do anything stupid.
As long as you remain, Bill will see to your needs.
You're the one who's talking to his eminence.
On the dame's behalf, yes. What do you think of his plan?
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame. That's where my loyalties lie. Not with it. If the Duke can get us some men and the...
I left everything.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn... Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me... Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but once Sanbreque is back on Earth...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain.
For you? Certainly. Clive, well, thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the... Do you intend to go...
To tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier.
That's right.
Well...
Thank you, Clive. I know what protecting the people I love is what... Well, duty, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Ah, Clive, were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was.
Well, it will certainly help to hold back though I doubt it will come as much consolation. They deserve to be heard.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his... Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content, and not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque? I dare say thank you for trying.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my told the lads I wished them well, because I realized what really matters, not following some nobleman's protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will, but I'm certain they're not. And when they do come back, we need to stand together. And with you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally convinced me. There's no point following orders.
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been. We have only to turn our attention. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, I fear His Eminence...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope, especially with men like I, for my part, shall continue, but I suspect I shall have to... Until then, Clive.
Until then?